When I was at the draft, I got a chance to, man, kick it with some of the great ones, man. I spent time with Patrick Peterson and Richard Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was talking to them, man, they just going reflecting on their careers or whatever. Sherman's storyteller, so he gets to telling us his story. Yeah, man, Sherman, hey, that's a funny dude, by the way.
Sherman is hilarious. Every time me and Sherman hang out, Sherman is gonna throw a dig at me of what I did to him.
Bro, okay, hey. So you know why I'm getting at. You know why I'm getting at. Sherm, hey,
yeah.
I'm talking about we going down.
The last time I saw Sherm, I was working. Man, I had to buy him a drink. I was like, dog, I'm sorry. Man, I bought it was his birthday. He was with some guys. We was all in the hotel, and I bought him a drink. And he was like, you know what, Steve? You're actually a really cool dude.
hey, but nah, Steve, it's crazy you say that. That's how you know that drink get to talking. So, hey, when I'm over there with him, man, we in Green Bay, man. It ain't really nothing we can do. We had to draft, man. The hotel hospitality was nice. So, I mean, when I'm there, I'm just soaking up game, talking to him or whatever. Sherm say, hey, how many picks you had last year? I'm like, man, I ain't have none. He said, you know why? I said, why? He said, because you ain't drink during the off season. I said, man, well, Sherm, man, I just turned 22 years old, man. Last year, man, I had just got my ID, so I mean, drinking legally is a kind of a new thing for me.
You don't know how to act,
so then, yeah. So then after that, he look at the lady, he say, hey, man, let me get some on the rocks. I'm like, man, on the rocks, man. What is on the rocks? He said, hey, young fella, drink this. I'm like,
what was it?
Man, it was just tequila. It was just tequila. So I'm like,
straight.
Hey, so I'm like, hey, listen. I'm like, all right, have a little sip. So when I have a little sip, man, I'm questioning my integrity, man. My granddad always told me, hey, man, T, you don't want to get into that, man. One thing about me, hey, I go to the club. I don't do like that's just it's just a personal thing. I don't do strip clubs. Like I don't do strip club. One time I was out with my friend, man. They almost got me, man. I'm walking in there. I said, man, hold on, man. They tell me, man, these wings amazing. I'm like, man, where we at?
We in Magic City?
Man, come on, man. You ain't never heard of Magic City, man? I'm like, man, hold on, man. People Steve, I don't even know what they had in mind. I don't even know how they thought I was gonna get in, Steve. I'm 18 at the time, so I don't even know what they thought that was. So, anyways, moral of the story is, man, I'm kind of questioning. I'm like, man, I don't need to be doing this. So then, had me a little sip or whatever. Sherm look over, he say, man, you ain't done yet, man? I'm gonna get some more with you, man. Matter of fact, let me get another one. Now he 2 in. When he 2 in, I'm just talking to him like, man, who like just going against people in the league, man. How did you start forming your battles or whatever? He say, you wanna know about Crabtree? I say, nah, man, I'm just genuinely asking, man, like your battles and stuff, man. How did stuff start forming? Man, Steve, he say, I'll just give you the rundown, man. So he started giving me the rundown or whatever, man. He give me the rundown with that. He give me the rundown. Percy Harvin, man. He give me the whole rundown. So then he get to you. They say, and Pat Pete over there too. He say, yeah, man, one thing about them Panthers, man. They was sorry, man. But hey, want to get Steve? Boy, you had to make sure you watch tape that week. So then in my head, I'm like, man, so just going to get Steve, man. What made him what made him so good? Sherm say, Steve had 2 routes. He said the quarterback was going to keep his eyes on Steve the whole time. You want to jump the slant? Sluggo. Oh, you want to sit back? Here come the slant. Then when he catches the slant, you got to be worried about what he going to do to you. And he say, Steve going to talk the whole time. Then, he told me like some of the words, like y'all was exchanging just as far as going back and forth. And like, I'm just interested just knowing like when y'all was going against each other with those battles, like, what were those like, and like, what was your mentality going into that game? Because he told me like one time, they was beating the brakes off of y'all. I think you had, man. He said, man, that was one of the worst games of his career. He said, man, they like, hey, man, it's all right, man. At least we got the dub. I just got 160 put on me. You talking about a dub? Like what? Kind of like walk us through that, man, just as far as like that mentality going against him and stuff.
With Sherm, there was always respect. I watched a ton of film on Sherm, obviously, going to Stanford. But what I really loved about Sherm is Sherm was from Compton. I grew up right down the street from Compton. I grew up on 126 in Avalon. And so I've always had a great respect for Sherm. But I also knew, like, this Cali versus Cali. So Cali dudes, they're a little bit different. Man, I would talk, but at the same time, Sherm wasn't necessarily a mute now. It wasn't like he wasn't speaking back to me. So, I mean, just having fun and also too, man, I grew up, so my mom is one of 13. So it's a ton of us. And so I just watched my family members, how they used to play dominoes and spades and Keno and just how they used to talk. So you just kind of grew up, and then obviously playing in the neighborhood, you start cooking people, you start talking to them sideways. So it just became one of those things for me where I knew I was in the game when I was just being myself, saying how I really feel. And a lot of times when I talk, like you see me in some of the old highlights, if I got up and I was spinning the ball, and I would say, man, I don't know why this dude think he can cover me. I technically wasn't even talking about the DB. Man, I was talking to myself. I was just kind of getting myself going. Going against Patrick, Revis, Sherm, Brandon Browner. There's a ton of guys, man, that, you can get 160, 125 put on you, and then you go to another team and they got a great scheme, and the dude have a good game on you, and you got, 4 catches, 57 yards, and he think he did something, right? So that's just part of the game, man. It really is a roller coaster.